I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is April 22nd, Monday, 2024. Hope you had a good weekend here. So, try to make these videos real short, if I can. But what did we do? Well, yes, on Friday we made a lower low. I mentioned that we would probably get like a little 3 drives pattern and then pop up, and we did. And we opened up for Sunday, and we came up here, almost to a 50% of the range. So the range is obviously from here to here that we're discussing, and almost 50%, but it did not hit 50%, which is a very suspect situation. If you follow my videos, even last year when I was trading Dow, I discussed this a lot, but you'll see here that, what do you call it? Right here, the range from here to here. When we came up here at 9:30, here we never tapped it, right? So we weren't far, and we could have still made a lower low here, because this is what I'm basing everything off of, all basic structure, right? Lower lows and lower highs, right? You'll see here when we pop up with the gap, 1 drive, 2, 3, 4, right? Come up, and then we don't hit that 50%. So that's a good reason for us to come back up. So 9:30 plays around here for a little bit, raids this liquidity here, comes up and raids liquidity, and then builds more liquidity for here and here. So that's kind of like framing the day. Plus we have this gap right here, right? That's not filled yet. So when you're here, you have an intention of coming down first, only because that you have this built liquidity here, and you have the empty gap that's not filled. And then you have the opening range right here, right? Which was obviously not filled either. So multiple reasons of why I'm coming down first. And when you get down here, you know, I discussed it last week that, you know, this could be a very big support range, right? Or support area, I'm sorry. So, and as you see, we're getting nice bounces here. This could be, some people call this possibly a triple bottom, or, you know, some people call it a head and shoulders. I don't look at it that way, but the double bottom here is very good, because right here you do have a divergence here. See this from here, this lows and this lows. So as you see, that's a higher low. So that's why I was saying that you could possibly see some nice, you know, bullishness from here. But and we did get that. So as of now, but we are still bearish, obviously, because this is just a lower high. So let me go to this time frame. When we made this lower high, which was a 61 previously, when we made this low, you know, for it to come back up, retrace, and come down here to wipe out all the early buyers, and to get to this last down candle, this is also what they're pretty much doing, as you can see that, right? So, and then wiping out that low right there, which is the last person to get in, so to speak, last opportunity. And we're respecting the gaps in the background. Take a look. So now we have our opening gap on top of these old 3 gaps. So the 3 gaps are, you can see the big one here in the background. Then you have this middle one right here. That's how I caught that major trade on Friday morning, or Thursday night, I should say, Asia. And then we have a little gap right there in the background. There's a little one in the background, right? You can see it on this time frame, right? A little one in the background. You can see it. You can see them respecting. You can see them working off of each other. But especially right there. Take a look at the bodies right there. So when we came down here, wiped out liquidity, does not take out this low. So if it does not, then you're looking for buys here. And the purpose of this buy is because, number one, we're going above that 50% that we did not reach. Number two, that liquidity. Number three, all the people who are selling here also, right? So, and then we came to under a 79, over a 70. And on a 15 minute, the bodies are sort of respecting more, but not too well. Sorry, let me do this. It's better. But you'll see here that on the 1 hour, the bodies are underneath the 70. So a good place to take a sell here, right here. So what do we have? We have the fake move, raid. We have sell, buy, sell. So that's how the day panned out. Sell, buy, sell. Obviously, this is going to be a bullish day. Let's take a look at the daily. It's a bullish candle, obviously. And why? Because we dropped a lot. I mean, you expect some type of bounce up, right? So where do we go from here? Now we just gapped up right now, so that's showing that is showing strength to the top side as of the moment. And what could happen here? Well, I mean, there's no break of structure still because that's a protected high right there, and this is a leg down, this is a leg up, right? So you could have this push up, this whole push up is drive 1, this push up drive 2. And then that could be enough, right? Or you might get like a drive 3, right? Asia, London here. And then we dip down, right? Like and it doesn't have to be too far off. Just taking out that high as possible. So, and to be bearish. So that would be, if you take a look here, you can see that there's no break of structure in any place except for Dow. And this is one of the reasons why I stopped trading Dow as well, because Dow can break structure or it can change structure and still go the same direction. So it's like just one of the many reasons why I don't trade Dow no more, right? But as of now, what did Dow do? Dow does have a break of structure. So that high right there broken coming up, that's a lower high, lower low. We pop up here, and that is a break. So does I guess I'll just do it from here. Does Dow do this and then do that, right? Because I was mentioning that this could be a nice support area for now us to structure up lower low and lower high, right? So then when we do this, then then we might be able to come down some more. If not, if this doesn't roll out like this, then and this is a shift, then I'm just, where I'm looking for something like this, like literally like to continue higher, but we'll see. And then if you look at S&P, that lower high still protected there. So this is just retracing right at the moment. And Nas is a little more cleaner, but and that's kind of where we are. So let me see here. Am I missing something? Yeah, and I mentioned that divergence there on I did say that, didn't I? Well, we had a divergence here where we had higher lows here and higher lows. So that was I think I mentioned that, didn't I? On Friday? I can't remember. So I drew it out though. Yeah, I drew it out. So I was saying, so watch Friday's video so it makes sense, but I was saying that when we had this lower low, was that going to be a good reason for us to get pushed up? And it is. It definitely is. And that definitely happened. But that little retrace back here, that's perfectly fine. They can do that, right? So, but we are still bearish. So now this is a good selling place. So under the 50 is not a good selling place. I don't count that as a structure. So this lower high and this lower low, they're still controlling price. And if it popped up above the 50 or hit the 50, then I would consider this a lower high, and I would expect to come down and make a lower low. Preferably, I would like the 61 or something nice here, right? But we didn't get that 50, and we did make a lower low, so this is still retracing back. How I'm looking at the market, right? But if it hit the 50 or somewhere here, I would expect a lower low. And if it didn't, and it paused here and came back, obviously it has two options. Either it can keep going to retrace deeper. Generally, if it doesn't pass the 23 and it stops and it retraces, that means it's going to retrace more deeper. But if it made a 50, came back down, and made a new low and then came up and took out that high, then that would be a break of structure, right? So right now that's the lower high protected right at the moment. Dollar is kind of consolidating at the moment. I'm still expecting it to come higher because they didn't seal this gap. So that's really suspect. And that's why I think we're headed for another leg down still. This imbalance is holding price. And it's still, dollar is still bullish to me. So if that's the case and we get pushed up, I could see us still making a new low. Another low, and then probably coming to this gap right here. But this would be kind of, to me, I think this is the end of the road in a way for the short term. So we'll see how that goes. Am I doing good on time? 10 minutes, that's good. And I've already went over. I don't know why this is still here. And shit, people never thought that it would come this deep. I told y'all. So we hit balance out that gap right here, and I mean, it looks like it's starting to retrace, but right here, these two candles, I'm on S&P, these two candles are in control. So all they did was come right back to this. So we're bouncing right here, and it has all right to still come lower, but you are getting some order flow up, but it is still bearish. I mean, you know, if we broke above here, then I would say something a little different at the moment. So we'll see how the news goes this week, but this is still bearish. It's a lower high, lower low. This is retracing back. Plenty of opportunity to still make some more lower price action. And let me look at Dow. As we discussed, Dow came right into that area. Not even 50%, huh? Nope. But I don't know. I still feel like there's plenty of room down. This is going to get kind of tricky. But this would be normally a shift here, breaking above this high right here. I'm on the 4-hour here, but and taking out that high. Ugh. Oh no. And as you know, Dow is fast. So man, I don't know. I kind of miss Dow. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't miss all the fuckery, but I do miss. Look at these points. Jesus. Amazing, just in the last 2 days. Fuck, I used to murder this, but it's just too sloppy, man. So kind of hitting a resistance area here. Let me go back to S&P right there. Yeah, it's kind of sitting at a ceiling, and then us popping up right here. Yeah. And we're bumping against this. So, you know, this is like, this imbalance is still this inversion imbalance is still in control of the price. So, you would want to see us pop up above 50%. And then once you see it kind of using this as support, going back that way, then okay, now, you know, we would continue that confirmed direction. But, oh, I also want to mention before I forget, on Friday. So here's the deal. Like one thing it's not like, okay, I have my biggest trade on Friday morning, right? But you know what I learned is, you know, don't celebrate the wins, and don't what do you call it? Don't be sad about this, about the losses, or don't mourn the losses, right? So it's like, and that's what I learned, because if I was still on my game, I would have been clear minded. I mean, I needed to take a step back for sure after that big win, but this trade was bigger even, right? And I should be following my protocol of this structure in a bearish market, is where I do very well in the whole year when I get a bearish market like this, man. And anyways, I should be taking this. This was a 61 when we took this range here. I should have took this trade, right? But I'm over here celebrating my win. But I had some personal things going on, so it's fine. But the point of what I'm saying is that don't celebrate the wins and don't mourn the losses. This is definitely something that I just like. It's not that I didn't know this, but I felt that this time. And I should know that I should not do that. But I hope that's a tip for you. So, and I wanted to mention that actually last Friday. I mean, I want to mention that last video. So, Now I think there's nothing else I need to mention. So, yeah. And hopefully it does come down, but hopefully this isn't used as support. This candle right here, this 9:45 a.m. Hopefully we don't just bounce off from here. But I want to just see it now make a leg down below here. So, man, I'm always forgetting something too, man. So also, when we came down, we came to 50% of this actual down candle wick. So another good place to buy. You'll see that on the 4 hour and the 1 hour that body. Look at the way that closed right there inside that inside gap. So this coming down was 50% of a wick too. I forgot to mention that in the video. And damn, there was another thing I wanted to mention. Jesus, I'm always forgetting something, man. So there's that, and yes, us coming up here to get into this imbalance here and this last up candle. So the body itself. So this wick is a little suspect right here, but we do have price going down, going up, and coming down. So it's pretty balanced, but the goal when you were buying this here would be to get up to this last up candle, right? Especially the body of it, or well, minimally I would say this this low of that candle. So even if you took a measurement of this wick, where am I at? You'll see, oh, very shy. Pretty shy of it. But I mean, it's not like we're talking like fucking 2 points or something. But that's the logic. It's not about so much the precision of what I'm sharing here, but it's so much the logic, right? So, but yeah, this is definitely more a refined area. But really, what I forgot to mention in the whole video is the context of it being a speaker here. So you have, yeah, you can see these lows here. You got these highs, right, popping up, and then you're expecting a range expansion, and you're expecting some type of manipulation today, as it being Monday, and that's why I don't like Mondays. But these are nice when you start to realize that Mondays is a nice day to speaker out. So they made these higher highs, then they came down, made these lower lows, right? So you can visually see that, right? And then we break out. So once we make this low, well, we're still ranging out. So ranging out means make lows, then make highs. So then this is the other purpose of coming up. So this flow here, sell, buy, sell here is beautiful. You know, you can see that. I don't need to draw that out for you, but I'll do it anyway. So this is a nice range expansion out. So from Asia all the way till New York. So, all right, you guys take care and God bless.